welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do a vlog. I have so much to update you. I was checking my YouTube videos. I noticed that my last vlog was actually from a Sunday reset, and then the one before that is when I was in LA doing our first planner conference, and I realized I haven't updated you much on Poi Hun. I did share a little bit of my content creation, so this channel basically, in my last vlog, but I haven't really shared much update on Poi Hun. So much has happened since then, and I guess we'll just go along with it. One of the first things that is different is that I launched a sister company for Poi Hun. I'll share more about that in this vlog later on, but I just wanted to share a little bit of it here first. If you haven't been to my channel, welcome. My name is Holly from Life with Holly Lifestyles. I'm so excited to share with you my life as an entrepreneur and my tips and tricks for business. So if you know me and have been watching my videos for a while now, you know I love my combat planners. You also know that I only try to work during the weekdays, so my planner only has kind of like either weekday inserts or just focus on weekday work. So I have been working on a project for the past 6 months. It's called the Work Week Agenda, and I finally released it, I believe 2 weeks ago. It's going really well. This is a sister company of Poi Hun. It still will be branded with Poi Hun, so you can see the Poi Hun logo here, but mainly this is kind of like my project, so it's definitely going to show more of my home office style and stuff like that. So it's a little bit different style than Poi Hun, so make sure to follow Work Week Agenda on Instagram. And yeah, and I'll also share more later when I get into the office and show you kind of what's inside. We do have a limited release of July 2022 to the end of December 2022, so make sure you grab one before we sell out, and then probably in the next month or two we'll add some more accessories, and then we'll release the undated version, and then later in this year, probably Q4, we'll release a 2023 edition. But yeah, this is the project I've been working on for 6 months, and I'm excited, so make sure to go check it out if you haven't, and I'll share more in a little bit. But other than that, we're gonna go head to the office where I can chat more and update you more. And if you haven't watched my video yet, as you see in the background, my office is finally set up, so if you haven't watched that video yet, I'll link it down below and in the cards up above. I also did a desk setup video, so there's 2 different videos from my home office. It's not fully set up yet, but this is where I'm at right now, and I'm very happy about it, and I can't wait to probably in the future upgrade the desk, upgrade the chair, get some wall shelves, and go from there. So yeah, let's get in. Hello, so I'm in the office, and one of the first things that I'll be doing is I'm getting ready for an interview. So I don't know if I shared this in a previous vlog, but Ross, who was our social media coordinator or marketing coordinator, she actually quit in May. She was heading back home in Portland, so she couldn't stay, and then we didn't really hire anyone to fulfill her role because I felt like I can finish that off, and I'd rather do the social media stuff instead of doing production stuff. So that's why we've been working really hard the past month trying to find someone to do production work. We actually did already hire one person, but I think she's more of a short-term thing, but obviously if we have 2, that'd be great to kind of see how people gauge out. Maybe that person will end up doing a lot more than we think, but we're gonna basically see. So today I have another interview for the second person that we're probably gonna hire, to see how she is. So right now I'm just going through her stuff because I have to see if there's any other questions. This is my first time hiring for this kind of role, so I'm pretty confused because usually the last time we tried hiring for this role, it was the hubby doing it, and this time it's going to be me because I'm mainly focused on this. Mr. Poi, which is the hubby, has his own little business that he's really busy with the last few months, so I have to step in and work on that stuff. So there is a lot of crazy things happening, so I'm going to prepare for that, and then I'll update you more on what's been happening basically. since Ross was mainly doing TikTok before she left, I had to take over. I was still trying to post at least 2 videos a day, and I think it's actually doing pretty well. It does take a lot of my time. Just randomly I would just start doing videos, but I actually quite enjoy it. Obviously I still have to work on design stuff and other marketing stuff and trying to get things going, but kind of this transition's a little different because I've been so used to just Ross getting everything done, and then I basically just have to focus on Instagram. And I feel like now I'm not focusing on Instagram as much as I used to. I feel like I'm just trying to grow our TikTok a lot more. I still do Instagram all the time, but I just feel like I'm not like focus on it as if I was before Ross left. So it's a little different. I'm kind of trying things out in both platforms, kind of see where I want to go with that. But so far it's looking like I am more focused on TikTok. I feel like TikTok gives me more creativity. I can do things that I don't have to worry about how it looks, because TikTok is more kind of like candid, more kind of like personal. So instead, like Instagram is more like, oh, has to be pretty, has to be a certain way. So I guess that's kind of the difference that I'm kind of seeing in social media lately, and I thought it was kind of different and I wanted to share that because I was always so focused on Instagram, making everything so pretty, that even now my Instagram page isn't as pretty as I used to have it. I would always have to use my own photos when I do the reels, but now I've been just using the reels kind of as the cover, as the photo, and I'm not hating it, but I think it's a little different. Kind of try something different, see how it looks and see how the engagement is. So that's kind of a little update on the social media part of Poi Hun. There's also things that Ross used to do that were kind of like extra, such as like adding photos on Pinterest. She also did a lot of like social media planning, so kind of scheduling content for example, the Poi Hun shop, which I still been doing, but I haven't done much for the Pinterest side of stuff. So there's things that are kind of like, which one's more important, and I kind of go for that one first and then kind of go from there. So it's kind of really weird in my opinion, but the last month or 2 is just trying to figure out what's better, what works, what I want to focus on. And also this month we've been not releasing much in our shop because I just wanted to focus on getting social media running, and then also kind of figure out what the rest of this year is going to be like, because when July hit I realized that it was like 5 more months till the end of this year, and usually the end of the year is when you start releasing a lot of the stuff. You have like holiday bundles, you have all the good stuff coming out, so that's when it kind of hit me. So I started to kind of have July kind of like a slower month, nothing too crazy. We did release a little bit of stuff, we had some sales, but that's pretty much it. I didn't have anything crazy planned, so that's basically it. I also wanted to share a little bit about this work week agenda that I was sharing in the beginning of this video. We actually had some available and made some into discount versions, so that's why I have it in my discount right now, but I will be sharing with you that in a little bit. I'm still waiting for the girl to show up for her interview, but that's kind of the main kind of update for social media side of things. I just have my little notes here that I want to talk about. We also have our summer hours here, so if you remember, I used to do Fridays off and to work on Life with Hall Lifestyle, which is this channel, and my own Instagram, which I've done a lot on Instagram lately, so please go check it out if you haven't. But we have changed to Tuesdays to Fridays from 12 to 6 to open, so that on Mondays I will be at home doing content. So we kind of change things up a little bit, which is different, but it works. So that's a little update on that. So a little update in the warehouse. It is pretty warm in here this week because this week is one of the hottest weeks. It's up to like, I don't know how to say in Fahrenheit, but it's up to like 34, 38 degrees Celsius. It can go really high up here, and then it gets really warm in here because I guess the sun kind of shines on the garage and it can get really hot. I think it goes up to like 90-ish in here, probably even hotter because that's just how it feels in here. But if you know, we actually have this front space here, so the hubby made some little dividers so that we can divide the space up. We've been doing pop-ups in here, and kind of like get into the community, so that's why there's a little sign there, and stuff like that. And then we finished our last pop-up, so I can use the front a little bit for production work. So this is what the new employee has been working on. So basically just any production stuff. Since Ross was gone, Ross did a little bit of help, did help a little bit on production, so it was kind of hard when I had to do some of that stuff to restock and stuff. But at least now we have someone to help out when I need to. I still need to teach them how to punch inserts, which is something I was planning to do next week. So there's that. So little update here. We've been organizing it and it's been doing really well. We still have a lot of like random stuff we have to deal with, but mainly just wanted to get everything focused. We moved this area a little bit, so it's a little bit more down. We have our little station here. This is where we do the work week agenda, which I still need to show you. So I'll show you after this little clip here, after my interview. But there's that, and then there's also our DIY master notebook, which is also a new product, which I will also show you. So much I haven't shared with you guys. So there's like little, so we make spiral notebooks here. So this is like 2 spots here. We have our sticker station that we still haven't used yet. Mr. Poi, the hubby's candle station, which is very messy. We have to figure that out for the beginning of fall, so we can release those soon. Then we have a bunch of mystery inserts here, and yeah, that's basically it for the update in the warehouse. It is getting warmer here, so I'm gonna head back out and get ready. And yeah, that's an update of our office and warehouse. So now I'm sitting in the marketing area, which can be very dark sometimes, but shining on me is actually really good. But so I want to share the DIY master notebook that we released, I believe sometime in May. So it looks like this. So as you saw in the clip of the warehouse, we have kind of like a spiral notebook station, and we have our kind of like notebooks. I've always loved and wanted to do stuff like that, so I've been working on that since almost last year, I believe. We just needed to, we had the machine since the beginning of this year, and then we also tried to figure out the insides was hard, and just the logistics and everything, getting it set up in a bundle and stuff like that. That was kind of crazy, but we finally got it launched, I believe, in May, so that's super exciting. So what it is, a master notebook is not just your original notebook. You have 3 different covers to choose from, and you have 7 inserts to choose from. You can choose up to 4, and then I will assemble it, which is super fun. I actually enjoy assembling your notebooks because it is super different, and it's just kind of fun to kind of do, and I don't have to do them all the time, so it's really nice to see. And it's kind of really nice to see how you guys kind of set it up. So there's 3 different covers. We have an inbox cover here. We have this Create Your Reality notebook cover, put a sticky note on it if you want. And then last but not least, we have kind of like a regular version, which it's just a master book version, so just look at this. It's very similar to our little notebooks that we have, so kind of looks like that. And then you have your front page, and then you can choose 4 inserts to kind of use. They're mainly kind of like task management, brainstorm, notes, lists, and stuff like that. So basically it's like a very fancy and very complicated notebook instead of just a regular paper notebook with lines or dots. So I'm going to show you what other inserts are here. I'm going to flip the camera over and share with you on what the insert is, basically. Okay, so hopefully the lighting is not too crazy right now, but I have the 3 covers you can choose from. So we have this inbox one, which you can use actually as a dashboard, as an inbox, so that's perfect for those that just want an extra kind of like dashboard here. And then we have Create Your Reality, which is one of my favorites too, because it just gives a really nice look to it. And then you have this area up here where you can add a sticky note or something, so it'll also be used as a dashboard. And then if you just want something super plain and simple, we have our master book here. It just looks like that, and that's pretty much the one of the 3 covers you can choose. And then for inserts, we have our inbox insert here, which is very similar to our printables. So these are all A5 size. We have a brainstorm here, which you can have like projects, you can have to-dos, and then in the bottom you have your next steps and stuff like that, so if you're brainstorming on any type of projects. And then you have something more simple, you have a list on one side and then some notes on this side. This is actually just dotted a grid on this side. And then this one I love because sometimes I just have different types of lists I want to see all in one page. So this is like a 4-column list section. So you have different columns for your lists, and that one's definitely something I would use. Obviously, if you just want a section where it's just blank notes, totally get it. So this is just like dotted notes. I don't know if you can see it with this lighting, but for those that just want a section just for that, you technically could get a full notebook like this, but obviously the point of the DIY master notebook is not like that, so I haven't had anyone do that yet. And then we have our task admin, which is one of our newer inserts and something that I've actually really loved. And a lot of people choose this one because it has your urgent to-dos, so you can kind of split your to-dos in different version. So urgent to-dos, soon to-dos, someday to-dos, and then on the side you have email and calls. So it's really good for just task in general, and a lot of people actually got this one, so this one's actually really popular. And then last but not least is meeting notes. This one is actually for me. I have meetings with the hubby all the time about Poi Hun, so this one's actually really good for that. So this is actually really good if you even have a business or if you just want to keep track of your work stuff. So these are the 7 inserts you can choose from. So in every notebook there is 4 sets of inserts, and then you can kind of choose where you want to put them, which one's first, which one's second, and then I basically just put them all together and create this notebook for you guys. So that's a little bit of the DIY master notebook. Hello, I am back. I did the interview. It was nice. I will be deciding if I want to use her because we already do have one person working. If we have extra, that'd be kind of nice, but just kind of figure out where we want to go from there. So definitely need to talk to the hubby about that. But we're gonna now chat about the work week agenda and a little bit more on this. So I actually wanted to create this, I believe, around last year. I knew I wanted my own kind of like spiral planner. I kind of wanted it sort of separate from Poi Hun, but also with my own style and stuff like that, because Poi Hun is more like an elegant luxury style, but that's not really me as a person. It's just the brand is like that. So when I created this, I was kind of looking it towards my boho style, and I knew when I created content for it, it'll probably be at home. So mainly the reason why I finally had the chance to work on my home office is because I knew I needed the space to start doing content for work week agenda, and I knew I was lagging too long to not do my space. So I guess 2 birds in 1 stone, and got that done. So mainly this is a 6-month agenda to keep it nice and compact, because you know me, I love my planners compact. This one is actually dated, so this is like a limited release that you can still get, I believe. We still have like a very small amount left, so if you're interested, make sure to grab them very soon, because when we sell out, we are not going to remake these because these are dated and they already started, and I definitely don't want to print more and have more stock. We will definitely be doing some undated versions if you're interested. Undated versions can be good because then you can use the weeks when you want to, and yeah. Okay, so let's go through the work week agenda. This is in a half-letter size. Inside pages are all half-letter. That's why there is some discbound versions available if you are looking to put it in your discbound. Other than that, it comes in this really nice linen. There is this oat linen, and there's a black linen you can choose from with the gold coil. So this is how it looks like in the front. You have this section here which kind of has an overview of the agenda, and then on the side you have a goal mapping section. You have, so this is how it looks. You basically have your months, and I just skipped a page. There you go. So you have your month on 2 pages. It's dated for the rest of this year, only limited available as mentioned. And then on the side you have kind of like your weekly focus, so you can have different tasks on the side. You have goals for the month, any admin task that needs to be done, and then so this is perfect for either your job in general or even for your own business. Totally up to you. Just focus on the work week basically. You have a section here you can use for finance or you can use for important dates. Kept that open because not everyone needs those things. And then on the side you just have some line area and a blank spot for notes. So this is nice, kind of goes like that all the way till December. And the main area I want to share is obviously the week page, because that is basically the reason for this whole planner, is the work week section. So this is how it looks. You have it obviously for 5 days and not 7 because focus is on the work week. On this side you have kind of like a weekly overview. You have important, you have inbox, outbox things you might want to write down, things you want to email, people you want to email. You have your daily habit tracker. Some can be just for personal, like water. It can be for social media, anything you want. And a little section for next week. And then the main section is here. So you have your own column for each day. You have top goals here for the day. You have your to-do. You have a schedule, which is untimed because everyone's schedule is different. Even my schedule every day is different, so it's nice to kind of put my own schedule. And then at the bottom you have your notes section. So that's basically how it looks, and it just goes like that until the end of the year. And then in the back you have a handful of list pages, so basically you just have lists like this, and then you have a handful of dotted note pages. So that's basically how the work week agenda looks. I'll probably do another vlog in the future just focusing on work week agenda, and then you can kind of see how it got to where it is now. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I think that's it for today's vlog. I hope you enjoyed this mini update. It's actually a much bigger update than I imagined. I actually realized so much has changed since the last vlog. If I missed anything, feel free to comment down below and ask me, and I'll probably address it in another video, or I'll just answer your comments. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. You can go through my crazy journey with me. I also love to share tips, so I will be definitely doing a lot more of those too. And yeah, so thank you for watching this video. Hope to see you in my next video. Bye!